Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on a new makeup product. New Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. I am very excited because I haven't done like a foundation skin tint review in a little bit of time. I can't remember when the last one was, but I'm back. I want to put this on mi carita, so let's get into it. Okay, so I actually purchased this from Amazon. I was influenced by my fellow amiga creator, Magdalene Janet. She mentioned this and I was like, wait, I need to try this out. So I have it right here. And I did purchase this in the shade 129, which it does tell me here that this is like a neutral tone, which I am neutral tone. So hopefully this works for me, but this is a radiant light to medium coverage foundation, skin tint. It's infused with vitamin C. For bright skin-like coverage. It's a vegan formula that brightens and delivers beautiful skin-like coverage for a natural radiant foundation. Weightless feel, resists sweat, humidity, and fading, which is great because it's getting hot out there. Summer is quickly approaching. It's about to be Memorial Day weekend. So this is supposed to be great for all skin types, including sensitive skin, and it's available in 18 shades. And they said this is their first long wearing skin tint. So we're gonna put that to the test. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, today I started a little bit later. It's about to be 3 p.m. but my goal is to wear this until like midnight. So let's see what we get into. So this is what the product looks like. Oh, I forgot to tell you the price of this. So I purchased this on Amazon, like I said, and I paid $17.54 for this product. I will say, I don't know why, but I feel like there's a little bit of like, almost like shimmery consistency to this. You guys see that, like what I'm talking about? It comes with a dropper. Like always, we're gonna do one side with a sponge and one side with a brush. You can apply this however you want. I know some people like to apply it straight to the face like this. Some people like to go in and on the back of their hand. I personally don't mind doing it straight to the face. It just really depends on your preference. To each their own. Let's see how this does. Definitely is glowy. But like I said, just how I have some very oily areas, I also have areas on my skin that have dry patches, like the rosacea on the outskirts of the cheek. So I do appreciate a good hydrating product, I'm not gonna lie. And it also dries out nicely. So like when you first apply it, I feel like it looks very dewy and glowy like you guys saw. But once you press it in, I feel like it gives you almost like a natural finish. But look at that. I mean, it covered also the rosacea in my nose nicely. And I appreciate the fact that it didn't separate on the rosacea texture that I have on my nose as well. Can you guys see that? Because I struggle with makeup products on the nose area because of my rosacea texture. And I feel like it did well. The forehead tends to be pretty evened out, so I don't go in with too much product in the forehead. Let me just tell you, this color in the shade 129 really blends beautifully with my complexion. It's like the perfect shade for me. Look at that. And like on the forehead, it looks like skin. My forehead tends to be the most evened out part of my face. The least evened out part is obviously my rosacea, the redness on the cheeks, because I have a lot of redness. But here you can really tell how well that shade matches. Maybelline. This looks good and it did really well with my sponge. I'm impressed with this so far. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do this side with our brush and see how that goes. I'm going to blend with a brush. Oh, it's blending very nicely with the brush too. Like, did I get makeup on my hoops? Wow, it looks really nice. I feel like I haven't reviewed a foundation or skin tint in a while that I'm like super excited to be on camera reviewing something for YouTube, because I feel like I'm always posting short content, but when I can sit down and give you guys the in-depth, I'm like, oh yes, let's really get into the skin tint. I like how this is looking. This for like every day, me gusta. Honestly, I have to say, I think with either a brush or a sponge, the skin tint by Maybelline applies really nicely. I didn't have issues of it looking too intense or heavy or cakey. I feel like both tools applied it really nicely. One little thing I'm noticing, and that's just because I am super observant and I try so many different products, I do feel like with the brush, you get slightly a little bit more coverage. With the sponge, I am seeing it look more like skin-like and like more natural looking, because you can still see a little tiny bit of redness peeking through right there, as opposed to here I feel like it really covered everything. So it just really depends. If you want more full coverage and you want to build it up to almost like a foundation finish, I probably would use a little bit more drops, and I would also use a brush. But if you want more natural and kind of sheer it out a little bit, using a sponge I feel like gives you a really pretty natural vibe, but both apply them, in my opinion, really nicely. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna quickly do the rest of my makeup off camera. It won't take me that long because I want to do a natural look. Just because it's a skin tint, more so those natural vibes, I just want to keep it subtle and light. So I'm going to do a natural makeup look real quick, and I will be right back so we can start the day and see how this Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint works, because that's what we need to know. We need to know if this is worth our $17 or not. So stay tuned. Okay, bonitas, so I'm back. I did my entire face of makeup. This is what we are looking like. New Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. Honestly, guys, I really love how this looks. I didn't even powder the face. Like, that's how good this did on its own. I'm very, very impressed. I thought this was gonna be way more luminous and glowy than it ended up being on my skin, so I'm really appreciative of that. Right now it is 3:20 p.m. so I quickly wanted to get ready so we can go ahead and start this wear test and really dig deep with it, because I'm planning to wear this until midnight. Right now, first impressions, I really like how it looks. I feel like it looks stunning on the complexion. It matches me very well. It worked really well with my concealer. For the concealer, I used the Milk concealer, and then I used the Makeup by Mario blush in Raspberry, and then I just did some eyeshadow on the eyes. I just used Makeup by Mario Master Matte Palette with his crystal reflector for a little bit of shimmer on the eyes, and then mascara. I am in my mascara era fully. So I've been using Lash Serum, and let me tell you guys, the Grande Lash Serum, sometimes I use the ordinary, sometimes I use the Grande one, but they are helping my lashes grow. And something I recently started doing was getting lash lifts, and it's literally the best thing ever. I have very straight lashes, but between lash lifts and lash serums, like, my lashes have been growing. I've never seen my lashes look this good without me literally having to curl them like 1,000 times and put 1,000 layers of mascara, which is why I always wore my falsies. But like, I'm fully in my mascara era because these lashes just look great on their own. I may do a video for you guys on like my lash lift experience, or like going to get my lash lift done, like a vlog. And I also started getting my brows laminated. I did a YouTube short on that, which you guys can see if you want to on my channel. And I did the Benefit Brow Bar at Ulta, and let me just tell you, best thing I did for my brows. I have brow hairs that go like in all different directions, and getting a brow lift just really sculpts them to go exactly where you want them to go, and it's chef's kiss. I am living my best like brow lamination, lash lift life right now, because it just makes getting ready so easy, and I feel like I can still do like my makeup but still have like that like more like natural makeup look, and I've been really into that natural look. If you've been thinking about getting a lash lift or a brow lamination, I highly recommend it. It is game changer. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to with that. But I just went on a serious tangent. Let's talk about the skin tint. Like I said, I really love how it looks. I think it looks stunning on the skin. The color is great. It worked really great with the rest of my products, which is always something I appreciate. It didn't cake up with my concealer or anything, or with my blush. You guys know sometimes certain products can just not work the best, but this looks really good. And I love the finish it just gave my complexion, because I feel like my complexion looks like skin still, and I appreciate that. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm going to carry on with the rest of my day. I will see you guys tonight. I'll also do an in natural lighting clip so you guys can see how this looks with the natural light up close and personal, and you guys can kind of tell what's going on there. So that's coming up next, and then the final clip. So stay tuned, because you guys are not gonna wanna miss this. I'll let you guys know my thoughts on whether I think this is worth it or not. So far, I am liking it, but like always, The wear test is what really lets you know if something looks good by the end of the day or not. So keep watching. Okay, bonitas, so this is the Maybelline Skin Tint in natural lighting. You guys can see it actually looks so beautiful in natural light, and I feel like this color is perfection. Like, it is literally a perfect color. One thing I forgot to mention while I was doing my last clip was the little shimmer this has. I told you guys that when I was looking at it, it had a little bit of shimmer, but no worries, because I'm not seeing shimmer on my face. So I don't think it's like an intense noticeable shimmer, because my skin looks good. Like, it looks good with the skin tint. It doesn't look like there's like glitter on my face or shimmer or like overly dewy. Like, it looks really nice. So no issues with that. But I definitely do feel like it gives me like a healthy glow from within now that I'm looking at it, which I really like. But let's see how this wears for the rest of the day, because this is supposed to be 24-hour skin tint. Obviously, we're not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but we're gonna wear this for a long day, and it is hot out. So let's see how it does with that heat, that humidity, because you guys know Maryland humidity does not play. So we shall see. Bonitas, like I said, I am back. It is now midnight, 12:07, and this is what the Maybelline Skin Tint looks like. Honestly, I feel like it did really well. Like, look how well it still looks literally at midnight. I'm actually very impressed. I did not think it would wear this well. Like, it looks really, really good. And even the color worked perfectly with my complexion. So I have to say, I think this for me is definitely something that I will be using quite often. I feel like if you've been looking for a really good skin tint that's going to give you coverage, that's going to give you a really pretty finish and last for the day, Maybelline did their thing. This is something I'm going to be adding to products that I'll be using in the summer, because I just feel like it gives me great coverage. It's still very lightweight, very customizable. You can make it more natural, and then you can build it up to a more like full coverage moment if you do want to wear this for a more glam moment. So I feel like it's great. I paid $17 for it, but I will definitely repurchase it because I like the results it's giving me. So I have to say, for me, it's definitely one to check out. Have you tried this out? If you have, please let me know what you think of it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let's go ahead and chat down below. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Let's continue doing these type of videos for you guys. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. See you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Adios, bonitas.